Alrighty, so you should have Unity installed at this point. So if you don't, if you had any troubles doing so, please, please, please make sure that you get help because you literally can't do anything else without it, the program installed. Um, this is Unity Hub one more time. This is where you'll be able to go and look at all your different installs. There are tutorials for Unity. There are resources for you to be able to go and look at. Um, but what we're going to do right now is make our first project. Now, if you're taking IM 110, most of your projects are going to be 2D. We talked already once about how Unity can make like all kinds of different types of projects, 3D, 2D, AR, Android, iOS, all these different things. But when we go ahead and click new project, we're going to see all kinds of stuff that we can go ahead and get started with. If it's your first time and you're not doing stuff for our class, I would suggest go ahead and try some of these learning projects, right? They could be pretty useful. Um, what we're going to do is make sure you have the version that you want selected, version 6.0, blah, 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 whatever we set in class to download. And we're going to go ahead and click on the Universal 2D template. We're going to want that. Now, organization, it might ask you to make one. Don't really stress this too much. Just make something. You could do, I put Zabbit as my organization. It's not that big of a deal. What is a big deal is naming your project. So if this is your, if this project is specifically for something in 110, go check to see if there's a name. If there's not, don't stress it. Usually this isn't the thing that you need to worry about too much when it comes to naming conventions. So I'm going to go ahead and say my first project. The most important thing is knowing where you save your project and making sure you have no spaces in the name of your project. This is something that we've all made Google Docs, or we've all made like Word documents, stuff like that, and we might have spaces in the names. In computer, any job really, when it comes to like working on computers, you never put spaces in the name of your files. If you go and look, when you go to File Explorer, most of the time there are no spaces in those file names. It can cause problems, it can cause all kinds of issues. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just keep it no spaces, and then I kind of like jumped the gun a little bit. The most important thing is knowing where you put your project. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I tend to do is on my desktop have a folder. So I got my new folder right here called Unity Projects. Now you can see I already have a folder named that, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel real quick. You want to merge these folders? No. And I'm just going to go ahead and close that and make sure I go to my Unity Projects folder. This is where I'm going to save my project. It's where I'm going to keep all of my projects. You can see I have a whole bunch of them in there. So with that, I should be able to go ahead and hit Create Project. And it should start loading up the project. It started opening on my other monitor. See if it'll let me drag this over. It will. There we go. And this might take a little bit, right? Depending on your computer, it could take a while. So let this go. Make sure you save everything once it's done, and then go ahead and start watching the next video.